air was colder than usual as Zhao Lusi stepped into the script reading room. He wore a long beige jacket and a pink scarf, his face covered in a mask, but his eyes emitted a nervousness that could not be hidden. It was the first day of a full-fledged meeting between the main players in his new drama project. Rumors about who his co-stars have been circulating for a long time, but the name that came out finally still caught him by surprise. William Chon. Lusi is not a newcomer to the entertainment world, but the name William Chon has a different aura. He is known to be charismatic, calm, and unpredictable. Too mature, Lusi thought to herself. Too dangerous if personal feelings were carried away. When he entered the room, all eyes were on him, including a pair of sharp eyes that belonged to William, who was already sitting at the end of the table. The man's smile expands thinly. "We finally met, Lusi," he said as he stood up. Her tone was warm, not contrived, yet deep enough to make Lucy's heart beat faster. "I've wanted to work with you for a long time," William continued, reaching out. Lusi returned the favor. Their hands touched only briefly, but there was something strange. Too long for a mere formality. Their gazes met. Old. Too long. The director called out their names, resuscitating both of them from a near-freezing moment. The first scene, a strange beat. The first day of filming began in an indoor studio. Their first scene wasn't a long dialogue scene. It was a more difficult one, a silent gaze for 15 seconds. "Look at him as if the world around you disappears," says the director. William and Lucy stood facing each other, only a meter apart. Lights shone on their faces. The crew holds their breath. Action. Louis's eyes met William's eyes. In that gaze, he caught a deadly calm. It wasn't just acting. William didn't just see the character Lucy was playing, he saw her. The look was too deep, too personal. Lucy felt her heartbeat accelerate, but she couldn't look away. "Cut!" exclaimed the director. Applause sounded. "The chemistry is amazing. Like we've known each other a long time." Lucy smiled stiffly. William just smiled, looking down lightly at her. He knew it wasn't just acting. Unconscious attention. Day by day, the intensity of their interaction increases. William, who is known to be quiet, often arrives earlier than Lucy. Every time Lucy came, she had prepared a warm coffee on the makeup chair. "Your favorite coffee, right?" he said one morning. Lucy was surprised. "You know I like this taste." William laughed a little. "I heard from your manager when you were filming the drama earlier." Lucy nodded slowly, hiding a smile. The attention was inconspicuous, but it felt sincere. One afternoon during the hot weather, Lucy forgot to bring his protective hat. During the break, William came with an umbrella and without saying much, covered himself from the heat of the sun. "You're too focused on acting to forget to take care of yourself," he said slowly. "That's not a script sentence. That's a man's line. That's paying attention." Rumors and hidden glances. The production staff began to whisper. From camera holders to makeup artists, all realized there was something between the two leads. Lucy smiled more when she was with William. William has never been so active as a player before. They stare continuously, even though the director has not ordered action. It reaches the ears of the agency. They warned, "Please keep your distance. Don't give fans a reason to make wild CP theories." However, how to maintain a distance if even for a second they look at each other? The world around seems to disappear. That night, an unexpected scene. The most important scene came ahead of schedule. The kissing scene. Lucy was nervous. William looked calm, but the hand that touched Lucy's waist felt a slight trembling. The camera rotates. They stand under artificial streetlights. Artificial gusts of wind add dramatic effect. Then their lips touched. Soft. No rush. Real. Cut. But neither of them moved. Still silent, still staring at each other, as if rejecting the fact that it was just a scene. William slowly retreated. "Sorry I'm late," he whispered. Lucy nodded. "Me too." a feeling that infiltrates amid professionalism. In her hotel room, Lusi stared at the ceiling. In his hand, the diary was open. Today, I'm not acting. I know that. But I'm scared. In a different room, William sat while playing old Mandarin songs. A love song about someone who can't be had. He opened his cell phone gallery. A candid photo of Lusi laughing during a break is stored there. It touches the screen. Should I be honest? Or let everything remain in the script? The leaked moment that went crazy on the internet. Someone from the crew leaked a short video. In the video, William gently corrects Warp's bangs before the camera starts filming. He smiled a little at her. Lusi looked at him for a long time, then lowered her head in shame. The video went viral in 4 hours. The hashtag William Chan's Hallucian is instantly trending on Weibo. Fans are excited. They're dating. Too real for just acting. Lusi has become softer since being with William. The agency hastily removed the video. But it's too late. Lusi dodge. William seek. Since the viral video, Lusi began to keep her distance. He only speaks as necessary, no longer responding to William's jokes. During breaks, he sits alone. William watched her from afar, then approached. If you're not comfortable, I'll back off. But not by pretending. Lusi is down. I'm afraid. People think it's unprofessional. I don't want to ruin everything. You didn't break anything, Lusi. But you can't refuse what has already grown. Honesty in the middle of the night. One night, there were just the two of them on set. The lights are out. The crew is home. But they remained seated on wooden benches set aside. Silence. William, if I start liking you, is that wrong? Whispered Lusi. If you don't like me, maybe I'll stop. Lusi looked up. Her tears flowed. I didn't know this was real or just because we were mostly together. William held out his hand. Whatever the reason, this feeling is real. Finished filming, but the beginning of the real story? Filming is over. The last day was full of applause and warm hugs from the crew. William and Lusi are engaged. That's it. But their gazes spoke to each other more than 1,000 words. At the airport, they parted quietly. William was wearing a black hoodie. Lusi wears a mask and large glasses. No hugs. Only the last view. However, when the journalist's camera did not turn on, William held Lusi's hand for a while. If you feel lonely, you know where to look. Lusi smiled a little. They walked away.